Alright folks, welcome to part 2 of the Armandale and Calderwood virtual tour. In this part I'll be going into the towns surrounding the country park, as well as some more of the history of the Calderwood itself. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Broxburn is a town 12 miles to the west of Edinburgh. It is a corruption of two words, Brox, Badgers, and Burn, Stream. The older name for Broxburn was Strathbrock, meaning the river valley of the Badgers. The town dates back to at least the 14th century and was burned down twice in the 15th century during a Scottish Civil War. The current population is between 15 to 16,000. It played a pivotal role in the shale oil industry of the mid-19th to 20th centuries. The Union Canal passes through the middle of the town, and the shale oil industry and Union Canal will both be covered in future virtual tours. Livingston is the largest town in West Lothian, dating back to the early to mid-1960s with a population of around 57,000. Designated a new town in 1962, Livingston was largely constructed over the next decade or so in a highly organised, pre-planned manner, resulting in many housing blocks, roundabouts and housing schemes. It's also home to the Scottish Premier League team Livingston Football Club, who play out of the Tony Macaroni Arena, which holds a capacity of about 9,500. The River Almond runs through the town centre, which is home to Livingston's The Centre shopping mall, Livingston Designer Outlet and the Almond Vale Retail Park. In terms of health and education, St John's Hospital is a large centralised hospital constructed throughout most of the 1980s and open in 1990, and also West Lothian College, which dates back to 2001. Livingston is also home to a large portion of what is known as Silicon Glen, the Scottish equivalent of Silicon Valley in California in the United States. Silicon Glen is home to several purpose-built industrial estates, such as Houston Industrial Estate and Brucefield Industrial Estate. So let's now have a look at the types of mammals found around Armandale and the Calderwood, including the badger, bat, deer, European otter, fox, and the roe deer. Historically speaking, the Calderwood was owned by the Sandilands family, the Barons of Torfickan, who still live in Calder House in Mid-Calder to this very day. We'll be going more into Torfickan in future virtual tours. wood has been harvested from the Calderwood for hundreds of years, with evidence of oak being used for shipbuilding in the 16th century. What type of birds would you find around the country park? Well, you'd find buzzard, chiff-chaff, heron, kestrel, sparrowhawks, willow warbler, and woodpeckers. The Forestry Commission cut and used timber from the Calderwood for building projects following the First World War. However, ownership was granted to the local authority in the 1960s, resulting in the beautiful country park enjoyed by hundreds of people every year that we have today. And finally, last but not least, the type of insects to be found, including the dragonfly, flat-backed millipede, hawk moth, woodlice, and the peacock butterfly. One final point about the Calderwood: it is the largest area of ancient woodland still left in West Lothian and is a designated Site of Special Scientific Interest, or SSSI.